Sigh, 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 sigh. Let's give us some more light. Ooh, look. Alright, we missed a, for some reason my camera went on the fritz for this because this is a shite thing that is well overdue for being returned to Amazon, and I swear I'm going to call them as soon as I get off the phone so I can continue to entertain you guys with much more entertaining videos. I don't know who watches this shit, honestly. But if you watch it, like it, share it, do whatever. Tell me what you want my zombie novel to be called. Do you like Lesbians versus Muff? Zombies versus Muff. The big scary Muff and the zombies. I am working very, very hard not to get bogged down with all of my ideas. Characters will have decent backstories. I am open to suggestions, but that doesn't mean I'll use them. Once I get the I'm gonna start the I think what I need to do is the Facebook page needs to be more of a companion. I do like the idea of having, like, you know, an existing Facebook page. I'd also like to start a Facebook page for one of the other main characters, which I can't reveal yet. But anybody that's familiar with, you know, writing styles, should have a fairly clear idea. I don't know who's read it yet. Obviously, we are going to be running into Kira. Kira did not blow her brains out. We are going to be running into Kira. Kira's character will definitely be a very lone wolf kind of type. You know, her sexuality is not going to be discussed. Obviously, she was in love with a girl, but although I really don't give a rat's, you know, I want people to read it. I don't give a rat's ass how many people read it, if it makes a fortune or anything like that. I'm writing it because it's fun. You know, this is going to be a very different zombie novel, but I am working at making it accurate. At least as accurate as my mythos allows, because there is one deviation in the world where most people that aren't complete geeks won't notice. But people that are will. And you know, that's for you guys out there. You know, our main character has a thing for Rachel Barrett because she, you know, since, you know, she grew up in the 80s, and one of the few things that was on television was old reruns of the Star Trek series. So she's not a complete geek, but she does have some interesting attractions, and those will be fleshed out as the book goes. And you know, I'm very, very interested in where the book started, and I don't want to call it a love letter to Ireland, but it's going to have its history. And my apologies to anybody who's actually, My apologies to anybody who is affirmed Protestant, as in anybody who is anti, anybody who is anti-nationalist, anybody who is a loyalist, or anything like that. You know, my main character, her dad, they had to leave Belfast and move to California because her dad had a very, very public history of helping the IRA. And after he said he wanted Margaret Thatcher dead, about several weeks after that, they started getting death threats. So they left so my main character could be born and raised safely. Nobody apparently told her parents about Long Beach. Little joke there. But Long Beach is alright. And there's also, my character did eventually move back to Belfast and has actually been, again, there's sections where this is clearly, it's styled about an idealized form of who I am. Mostly because it frees up, it gives me more, I have not written novels before. I've written some short stories. And I can write, it's going to be very, very easy for me to write a character that's loosely based on myself. And I say very loosely because, this character, she grew up with Irish parents. She grew up in California. She has a very strong Belfast accent. And which, as will come out, she actually moved back into the old family home on Falls Road. Mainly because around the time of her late teens, her parents got word that the family friends that were taking care of the place could not do it for much longer. So, our young heroine, said to her parents, well, I know that you guys are very established, because they're in San Francisco now. I know you guys are very established here. How about I go back and kind of take care of the place? This would have been about when she was 22. She just graduated San Francisco State. She just graduated from San Francisco State University. And, she'd actually done a study abroad out there. So she done a study abroad. So she actually had met the caretakers of her old family home and had some familiarity with it, which is also why she was aware they weren't going to be able to do it much longer. Because they'd already mentioned it to her. They said, well, we're doing well, but we think we may only be able to take care of your home for a couple more years. So, our heroine ends up going back to Ireland to take over the old family homestead on Falls Road. That's